types of LRAC Legacy grants use the same budget document, available as an Excel template for your convenience that can be downloaded from the application in the Legacy Budget section. The budget consists of a brief income section, an expenses section divided between 4 categories, and an in-kind expenses section to record any donated goods and services you may have for the project. Each section does have some instructions and information that we ask you to read carefully, as some information may change from time to time. Starting at the top, the income section is fairly straightforward, asking only for the estimated total of your income for the project, and a description of what your plans for income are, if any. Please give details on how you come up with your estimated numbers. Income is not required for Legacy grants. Next is the expenses section. For Legacy grants, there are 3 pools of funding that you can request: Arts Access, Arts Education, and Arts and Cultural Heritage. Access requests are the broadest category. Educational requests must have an interactive component with the participants. Heritage requests must have a cultural aspect to the project. For each grant round, verify how much is available for each funding category, so the amount requested in each category doesn't exceed the amount available. You can find the amounts by contacting the office, checking the grant guidelines, or looking for the most recent press release or e-blast from the office. Each of your line item requests must fall into one of these 3 categories. If you are not sure which category you should request for an expense, please contact the LRAC Grants Manager for assistance. We provide 5 lines for each of the 3 categories, and another 5 lines for expenses that you do not intend for the grant to cover. If you have more expenses in your budget than you do available lines, we ask that you combine similar expenses together for this budget request. For example, rather than listing 3 artists' fees on 3 lines, you can add the total together and use 1 line for all of your artist fees. Text boxes will expand to fit additional explanation. For any hourly work, please include your calculation of the total wages, number of hours times hourly wage for the total amount. Anything you enter in the 3 funding categories will become part of your grant request and be automatically calculated as part of your grant request total. After the Other Expenses section is the Total Grant Expenses section, which will automatically calculate your totals based on your line items above. You will reference this box for some questions on the application in just a minute. The green section can be ignored on the application. If you receive your grant, the Grants Manager will edit this portion and upload it back into the online grant platform to use for your final report. Likewise, the green column on the far right side of the page will be filled in only if you receive your grant. The final section is to record any in-kind donated goods or services that you may have for your project. If you do not have any to record, you can leave this section blank. On the application, be sure to review the instructions for the Legacy Budget section carefully. Upload your completed budget, and then use the numbers from the Total Grant Expenses section to fill in the first 5 questions about your total requests. A 6th question, asking about in-kind expenses, can also be answered using the final section from your budget. The final question on the Legacy Budget section asks about a capital expense request. Organizations should answer yes or no, and individuals should select NA. If your budget is requesting funding for a capital expense, a definition of which is found in the guidelines, additional documentation will be required, including a cover letter, list of donors, list of dollars raised to date, anticipated total, proof of handicapped accessibility to the venue, and 2 quotes for the purchase. The following section asks if you are requesting equipment and supplies. For equipment, if your grant budget is requesting an equipment purchase for more than $500 per item, you will need to provide 2 quotes for the equipment. For supplies, if you are requesting to use the grant to pay for any supplies over $500, then you will be asked to provide either a typed list or an uploaded document detailing the supplies you will be purchasing and how much they are. For both equipment and supplies, A screenshot of an online shopping cart is an acceptable document to show your list or an equipment quote. As always, any questions regarding your budget, documentation, or definitions of terms can be directed to the LRAC Grants Manager.